There are many moments in the life of an idol that can make the world seem to stop spinning. Small moments that may seem simple at first, but turn out to have a very deep meaning. And for fans of Tian Xuning and Ziyu, there was one moment that truly changed everything. That moment didn't come from a big concert, nor from a glamorous TV show, but from words written simply yet boldly. Those words were, "I love Ziyu more than anyone else." To some, this may just be a string of ordinary words. But to those who have followed their long journey, this is a confession. An undeniable declaration of love, finally coming from someone who had always seemed to hold back. That day started out normally. Fans had no inkling that something big was about to happen. Social media timelines were busy with daily updates, lighthearted comments, and some of Tian Xuning's latest photos circulating. Everything was normal until suddenly, a short post from Tian Xuning appeared. The sentence was not long, not complicated, but precisely because of its simplicity, the words immediately struck the hearts of everyone who read them. "I love Ziyu more than anyone else." In an instant, the fandom world seemed to stop. All eyes were on one thing, the post. It didn't take long for the words to spread. Screenshots were everywhere. Fans began writing hysterical comments. Is this real? Did Tian Xuning really write this? He finally said it. I can't believe my eyes. This is a historic day for all of us. Social media exploded. Hashtags about Tian Xuning and Ziyu immediately became trending topics. Everyone was talking about the same thing. Some cried tears of joy, some were shocked and couldn't believe it, and some even felt relieved that the long puzzle that had been confusing them for so long had finally been solved. Because indeed, for years, fans had been accustomed to catching small moments between the two. The deep gazes, the sincere smiles, the lingering touches. All of these were pieces of the puzzle that were finally completed with this short sentence. For new fans, that sentence might sound ordinary. But for those who have been following their journey for a long time, it is a very deep confession. That sentence is not just words of love. It is the courage to be honest, even though the world may not always be kind to such a confession. It is the answer to all the questions, all the long discussions on forums, all the theories that fans have built over the years. Every moment from the past suddenly makes sense. Remember when Tian Xuning looked at Ziyu in the middle of the crowd, as if there were only the two of them in the world? Remember the little smile that often appeared for no reason when Ziyu's name was mentioned? Remember how Tian Xuning always seemed calmer, happier, when he was near her. All of that now has a clear meaning. Furthermore, those words seem to confirm that all the little codes that fans had seen were not coincidental. From matching bracelets, coordinating clothing colors, to brief moments behind the stage that always brought out their chemistry, everything now felt like pieces of a puzzle that were finally complete. Tian Xuning's words were the key that brought all the pieces together into a real big picture. And what makes that sentence even more powerful is his choice of the words, more than anyone else. He didn't say, I like Ziyu or Ziyu is very important to me. He chose an absolute sentence, full of assertiveness, leaving no room for other interpretations. It wasn't just a warm feeling, but a declaration that Ziyu was the center of his life, the person he placed above everyone else. No wonder many fans call it a short love letter, written to the whole world. It's a sentence that's so short, but has an emotional weight that rivals thousands of words. In one simple confession, Tian Xuning managed to erase all doubts, strengthen beliefs, and provide certainty that his love for Ziyu is not only real, but also greater than anything else. The sentence was like a door that had been thrown wide open. There was no more room for doubt. Tian Xuning finally confirmed what fans had only been able to guess at. His love for Ziyu is real. And even more surprising, he didn't write the sentence in an ambiguous or coded way. He wrote it plainly, straightforwardly, and clearly, more than anyone else. Those words were an indisputable statement. No one else, no competitors, no gray area. Only Ziyu. But the story doesn't end with Tian Xuning's post. What made this moment even more precious was Ziyu's response. Even though he didn't write a long reply, he gave a very meaningful sign. A short comment, even a smile on the next post. That was enough to make everyone understand. Ziyu understood. Ziyu felt the same way. That small response was actually more meaningful than long words. Because sometimes, love doesn't need to be explained with complicated sentences. Just one sign, one touch, one smile, and everything is clear. For the fans, that day was an emotional one. Some shed tears of happiness, some laughed hysterically, and some were just speechless in disbelief. Many fans wrote that they felt as if they were witnessing history. Because in the entertainment world, which is full of secrets, rules, and pretense, moments like this are very rare. Moments when an idol chooses to be honest. Fans even called that day Love Day, a spontaneous celebration born from Tian Xuning's courage to write simple words that shook the heart. What made this moment so special was not only the content of the sentence, but also the courage behind it. Because we know that the world is not always kind to different kinds of love. There is pressure, there are comments, there are judgments. But Tian Xuning chose to write those words anyway. He didn't care about the whispers. He didn't care about the unwritten rules. All he cared about was one thing: Ziyu. And that is what makes those words so powerful. Because true love is brave love. Love that remains even when the world rejects it. Love that chooses honesty, even when there are risks involved. That day is now an eternal memory. For Tian Xuning, it was the day he chose to open his heart. For Ziyu, it was the day her love was embraced with words. And for the fans, it was the day they witnessed true love come to the surface. Years from now, fans will still remember that day. They will talk about how the timeline was filled with screenshots, how the hashtag trended worldwide, how tears and laughter mixed together. That day was not just a confession of love. It was a historic event. A reminder that even though the world is often harsh, true love always finds its way. The day Tian Xuning wrote that he loved Ziyu more than anyone else was not an ordinary day. It was the day when love conquered all. The day when courage met honesty. The day when the world witnessed that behind the spotlight and the big stage, there were two hearts that truly belonged to each other. And for all of us, never forget that day. Because it was the day that proved that true love, though simple, though written in just a few words, is the most beautiful and precious thing in this world. That day belonged to Tian Xuning, to Ziyu, and also to all of us who believe in love.